Hello, and welcome to Dickinson's Real Deal. On this show, I help members of the public get the very best price for their antiques and valuables. They get a choice. Sit down with one of our regular dealers. Now, they're going to try and tempt you with a cash offer on the table today.
£190.
If I don't think that's enough money, I'm going to say to you, reject it. Gamble and place the same goods into an auction in the hope that you will get a little bit more money there.
75, 80.
Today, the show comes to you from Walsall in the Midlands. There's a great crowd of people here. They've been here since early this morning. Well, you know why they're here. They want to walk away with the real deal.
Roll up. It's time again for our dealers to put on another show. First up, it's over to Ian, who surprisingly has taken a liking to his item.
Piano accordion. How did you acquire this?
Well, auction a couple of years ago.
You bought it in auction?
My mum bought it, actually.
Your mum bought it?
Yeah.
Well, it's Italian, as we can see by the name Giraldo. It's marked Italia, so it must be made there. And I imagine it's sort of 1920s, 1930s.
Oh,
I would think, around that period, maybe slightly later. You won't believe it. As a young child, I probably was about 7. My father was in the Indian Army, and we were based in a little town, and one of the people who worked in his battalion, his wife used to play one of these.
Okay.
And I used to go to their house to be taught how to play this thing.
Oh, right.
And I never learned. I used to go there and just play with that thing, and she used to scream at me like mad. Why this has come into my life again, I don't know, because I'll never play it. But there you go. I think it's quite saleable. Am I going to buy this, or does it go to auction, is what we have to decide. Whether you accept my offer or not. Okay. God, I don't know. I'm a jeweler. So, 50. 100.
Okay.
What did your mother pay for it? 150.
Getting there.
I'm not going stupid. 200. Is it worth 200? I asked myself. I don't think so.
It's got to be done. Yes, I'll
You
deal
take
on
it
that.
out of
Yes.
200.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I've been a little bit puzzled here because I was walking around the room and then I came across here just as the hand was being shaken. Now, the estimate
Quick
from
deal.
the Independents was 40 to 60 pounds. I think Ian thinks that the diamantes at the front may well be diamonds, but they're not diamonds, Ian. They're just diamante decoration.
But I just think it's such a fun piece.
Yes, well, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with that, and you have got yourself a cracking price.
Yeah.
It's not diamonds, Ian, you know.
I just love it. He's happy with my offer. You're happy with
Happy?
my offer.
Yes.
So great. We're all happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the deal.
£200. So has Ian paid over the odds. Find out if he's able to sell it on for a profit at the end of the show. Let's pay our first visit to
Hello,
Tony.
I'm Tony.
Hi Tony, I'm Caroline.
Caroline, nice to meet you, Caroline.
Hi.
And what have you bought in for me today?
Well, I thought it was a shaving mug, but
Right.
I was told it's not, it's just a commemorative mug. I've had it 25 years.
Really?
Yes, and I just thought, well, I'll get rid of because I've got lots of bric-a-brac that I don't really want.
Right, well, let's see if we can find out how old it is. I mean, the fact it's got 1919 on it doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
I mean, it's commemorating Peace Day. It's after the First World War, of course. This is pre-1930s because it's got England on it. Made in England is after the 1930s. England on its own is generally before. I mean, there's a few little nibbles at the top of this.
But then it's old, isn't it? So,
Well, we're all getting old, aren't we?
yes, there's a few little nibbles on me.
I wouldn't say it's a rare piece because it's for Peace Day, so it's probably made in large numbers at the time. Well, if we can come to a deal, of course, what are you hoping to do with the money?
Well, I was meeting friends in Birmingham at 1 o'clock. I'm already late.
Right.
Whatever I get will be spent.
Want a bit of gin and tonic, champagne? Right, let's have a look see what I can offer you here. How's that?
Well, it's only £10.
Well, that's 2 gin and tonics, isn't it? Nearly 3?
There's 3 of us.
Is there? Well, I better give you 3 gin and tonics then.
If that's 1 gin and tonic, in the places I go to.
Really? Darling. £20 is where I'm at with it. That's what I'd like to say. It's cash. You can take it, leave it, go to auction. You're going to have to pay 15–20% commission.
No deal then.
No deal.
If you can't make a little bit more, another tenner.
No, I wouldn't go another tenner.
7.
Honestly, that is my final.
Right. Okay. So no deal.
No deal. Well, I wish you luck with that in
Cheers.
auction.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
So it looks like Caroline might have to wait to buy that round. Will the drinks be on her at auction?
all done.
Let's find
Sold
out
then
as the
at
beaker
35.
goes into the hammer of
Sold
auctioneer
then at
Richard
25.
Winterton.
On the dealer's day, you brought along a rather interesting item. World War I, Royal Doulton, a Peace Day beaker, and it's marked 1990. You sat down with Tony, our dealer, and he said, I'll give you £20 for that cup.
Yes.
What did you think about that wonderful offer?
No.
Well, it's not worth a fortune, is it? But £20 sounded a little bit low. Now, how lucky do you feel?
Lucky.
She feels lucky. She's convinced it's going to bring 25 quid or more. I'm going to sit on the fence and say, maybe. Coming up now.
We'll start at £5. £5
£5?
£8.
Eight?
At £8
That's more than that.
So I'm bid £10, £12, 14, 16, 18, £20, 22, 24.
That's the spirit.
26, 26 on my left, all finished. £26.
It's slightly more than the 20 you turned down. We've got some commission to take out of that. I make that £22. You turned down 20 from our dealer. You've come to the auction, you've gambled.
Paid off.
You've done the right thing. And you're going home with a real deal of 22 quid. Your country needs you, sir. That's the real deal.
Down to tea, Sergeant Dickinson. Caroline walks away with the real deal, even though it's only by £2. Now, Karen's not pulling any punches with this next piece.
Betty, lovely to meet you.
Nice
I'm
to meet
Karen.
you,
If I
Karen,
look
yes.
really carefully, I can see something
Need a
on the
magnifying
table.
glass.
So what is it?
It's a Vesta Matchbox, I believe they call them boxes then.
I thought I'd better have a look at this then, haven't I? And you're absolutely right, it is a Vesta. And Vesta's just really a posh word for match holder. And if we open up his bottom, because we've got a hinge there, haven't we? That's where all the matches went.
Yes.
And you can see we've got that rough bit on the end, that's where you'd strike it. But there's something else a bit special about it. It's called a go-to-bed. And what they do is they strike the match and then they put the match in his little holder there. And then when you went to bed at night and you couldn't see, you've got your little go-to-bed. And up you go up the stairs and it would light the way for you.
Oh, I didn't know
They're
that.
great, aren't they?
Yes, I thought that was, just where they put the match out.
Yeah, no. It would hold it and go to bed.
That's interesting, that
Yeah.
is.
It's not huge value.
No.
It's not silver. It was originally silver plated, and as you can see, it's worn
worn.
back,
Mhm.
back to the base metal. So we're not. I don't think we're talking huge money, but I absolutely love it, and I'm really going to try and buy it. 20, 40, 60, £80, Betty. David, I'm trying so hard to buy this. I love it.
No.
£80? As much as that?
No.
Let me tell you, well, first of all, it's brass. It's a novelty. It's very nice. It's very interesting. But the independent valuers and the auctioneers say 30, 40, 30, 45 for that kind of money. So I'm going to say, Karen, great bid. Get that in your purse, darling.
Karen likes it though.
Well, because it's a novelty.
Yeah.
And there's always someone to buy a novelty item. But the price on the table is very fair.
You're going to shake my hand now, Betty, aren't you? It's going. It's going. Be quick.
Yes, go on then. Go on.
Well done. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and thank you for the deal.
Yes, lovely.
Love it.
So coming up, Hilda holds out for a sweet deal with Dick.
150. How much further do I want to go with this?
A lot more.
Hilda, no.
Dickinson's Real Deal.
Lovely, Hilda. Lovely
Let's
to
join
meet you.
David
I'm
Dickinson.
David.
No guesses as to what Hilda's brought along.
How did you come to own a piece of Clarice Cliff?
I had a friend. We were going on holiday and he hadn't got the money for his insurance, so I bought it off him.
Well, that was a nice thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you ended up owning this nice little sugar sifter, I suppose it's
Yes.
called. It's sort of pansy pattern, isn't it, I think? Let's pick it up and have a little look at it. It seems to be in generally nice condition. It's got a little bit of sort of usage wear around the bottom, but there on the bottom clearly is pansies, Clarice Cliff, Newport factory. This dates around about 1930, that sort of date. And of course it's bizarre, and it's the bizarre patterns that people really want to collect. It's very nice. It seems to be overall in good condition, and I'd like to try and buy it from you. We'll get some money out and see where we go, shall we? Do you have an idea of its real value now?
I have a good idea.
Do you? There's £50, £100, £150.
A lot more.
You don't look excited.
No,
£170.
no,
No? I'm getting close there.
no.
No? £190. How much further do I want to go with this?
A lot more.
A lot more. £200.
No,
I tell you what, £220.
no, a bit more.
Is it more than you gave your friend for it?
Only £10 more.
£230. I'm pulling teeth now a bit because every time I put down another note, I'm making it harder for me to sell it.
Yeah.
So £230.
No.
You think it would make more at auction, do you?
Yes, I do.
Even allowing for commission?
Yes.
I'll go one more. £240.
No.
You're really firm, aren't you? I think £240 is a very honest offer. I'll round it up. Here you are, 250, and that's it.
No.
I will do it. £260.
Make it 300 and I'll say
No, I won't go to 300. I think that's what it's worth. As you're a bit undecided, I think your son's over there. Do you want to have a little board meeting with your son and see how he feels?
What would you say, Andrew? Another tenner? A little bit more.
Hilda, no. £260 is my... I put the money away now. I got it out once and put an extra tenner on. £260.
What do you say, Andrew? Right then.
Hilda, sorry to be hard. I didn't mean to be,
Sorry.
but... So, Hilda, what are you going to do with the money?
It's some spending money for our holidays.
Going on holiday?
Yes.
Where are you going?
Cornwall.
Oh, Cornwall's lovely, especially when the sun shines. And it's
Exactly.
going to for you, I'm sure.
I hope so.
Okay, have a lovely holiday.
Thank you very much.
I think Hilda's happy enough with that deal. Happy holidays.
Lovely to meet you.
It's back to
Welcome
Karen,
the
where a
show.
clever piece of antique jewellery arrives with its own affair.
So, what have you bought? Do you know what you've bought?
I didn't know it was coral.
You
It's,
do now,
a
though?
yes, it was a bracelet that I had left with some jewellery, costume jewellery from my grandmother, and I just thought it was sort of plasticky.
Do you know, I think if you opened most people that had like a Victorian jewel box, in there somewhere would be some pieces of coral. It was used so widely for earrings and in this case, a bracelet, isn't it? Isn't that a pretty colour?
Yeah, this is unusual. And I
Do you
didn't
like
realise
it?
it was Victorian either until I came today. So.
I mean, almost certainly they don't look much now, but they would have been, the plating's worn. They would have been a lovely clean plate on there, so it would have looked a bit spauncier than what it does now. You're still quite sure you want to sell it, even now you know
yes,
it's coral?
I just want to sort of get a bit of money together to put towards something else. So.
Yeah. What am I going to offer you? I'll start. 20, 40, 60 quid bag.
I was hoping it would be worth more than that, I must
hope
admit.
it is. For my sake, I hope it is.
Yeah.
I hope your expectations aren't a great deal more, because I don't see it an awful lot more. 70, and you can have that one as well. £80 fee. And if you went to auction, that's the equivalent of £100 less commission.
Yeah.
Well, nearly £100 less commission.
I have obviously learnt a bit more about it today, so I would have liked a little bit more.
See, I see it sort of £95, £100, and I'm up to 80 already, so I'm really struggling. I'm digging into my other pockets now. 85, Faye.
No, I would have hoped for more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to take the 5 away. There's another tenner down. That's £90. You can't say I haven't tried.
No. If it was 100, then I might think about it.
We're back to the 100 again, aren't we?
I know.
You're a very stubborn
I
lady,
know.
Faye. You're a very stubborn lady. You better shake my hand. So have we got a deal?
We've got a deal. Thank you.
goodness for that. Thank you very much,
Thank
Kay.
you.
Got there in the end.
That's persistence. Well done, Faye. With such a tight margin, has Karen left herself enough room to squeeze a profit for herself? Find out later. Ian's been joined by a mother and daughter duo. They're hoping he'll give their football cards a sporting chance.
Hello, I'm Shirley.
And
Leah.
Leah. And what do we have here?
Okay.
Silver cigarette cards.
We do, yes. It was originally my dad's.
Yep.
It's to commemorate the 100 years of FA Cup, and it's got obviously a selection of football players that
Played in various matches
yeah.
over a period of time.
Yeah.
And do you know how many of these were made?
2,500.
And why are you selling them?
Well,
none of us are into football.
Don't
None
think
of
Leah
them
wants
are
football.
into football.
No.
Well, for me to put a price on it is rather difficult because I'm not into the football world, and I would be gauging my pricing of it from just what I can possibly sell it for. I mean, it's got a nice case, you know, nice presentation thing, and hopefully, fingers crossed, one can sell it. But I imagine it is quite saleable. We have to think of a price.
Okay.
I have to think of a price. You already have the price in your mind. I'm going to make you just one offer because I have a figure in mind as to what I want to pay for it. I've looked at it, I've looked at the presentation of it, the weight of the silver, etc. And to me, it's worth 50, 60, 70, 75 pounds. That's what it's worth to me, you know, because I don't understand it. If it were an auction or something like that, then naturally people watching it who appreciate it would probably pay, I don't know, a couple of £100 or something like that. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I miles away?
I'd like to see a bit more, yes.
So I'm miles away. Yeah, I imagine I am, because I don't understand, you know. And I think if it did go to auction, it would find its own level, it would have a bigger audience viewing it, and it would make whatever.
If people are interested
Yeah,
in football.
if they're interested, as you say, if they're interested in football, you don't know, it might make even more than its actual market value is. You know, you don't know.
We'd be happy to take it to auction.
You'd be happy to take it to auction. Have you been to auction before?
No.
So it's your first experience to auction.
Yes.
That'd be fun. Good luck in
Thank
auction.
you very much. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you
bringing it
very
along.
much.
Thank you
Thank
for coming and supporting your mum over here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Ian kicked those into touch. The girls head to their very first auction. But will they regret their decision?
At the 12, sold then at 25.
On the dealer's day, you brought along a set of 12 solid silver cigarette cards. First of all, where did you get them from?
They were originally my dad's. He actually collected them because he collected cigarette cards, and it was obviously the football link as well.
Okay. Let's see what it does under the gavel. The reserve is 100. 100 to 120 is the estimation. Let's see what it brings. Coming up now.
I'm in at 100, 110, 120. 120, I'm bid at 120.
That's good, 120.
120, I'm bid at 120. Book bid at 120. Do you have telephone? No, telephone is out. 120 with me at 120. Sold 120.
The gambler's gone down at £120. We do have some commission to take away. £100 or £102 you're going home with. It was not a lot of money for that collection, but sadly, these limited editions do not stack up at the end of the day. That was the real deal. I think you've done the right thing. Now, what should I call you?
Alan.
Alan? Listen to me, Alan. Do not, under any circumstances, shout at this young lady. I am responsible. Is he a big fella?
Yeah.
I'll second thoughts. I'm out of here.
David's advice, land him in hot water.
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from Walsall.
As the items roll in through the doors, the fine folk of Walsall are still convincing our dealers to part with their cash. Next to broach this
Hello, lovely to meet you.
who's hoping David Ford is feeling generous.
So what's the story? How did you come to own a little cameo like this?
I bought it myself from a jeweller's in Warsaw.
Oh, right. How long ago?
Quite a while, around 1974, I would think.
It would have been new then, I think.
Yes.
I think so. Let me have a little look at it. There is a hallmark here, and it's 375 standard, which means it's 9 carat gold, and it has the Birmingham hallmark, say office for a Y in italic, which I think is about 1974, I think, roughly. Well, what you've got is a nice little brooch. It's not the greatest cameo I've ever seen, you know, not the greatest quality. They do vary quite a lot. Some cameos are carved to such a superb degree that they're breathtaking. This doesn't fall into that category, but it's nevertheless quite a nice little thing, and it's mounted in 9 carat gold, and it's okay. So you're going to sell it because you don't wear it?
Well, I don't wear it.
So you thought?
When I saw that David Dickinson was coming here, I thought, oh, well, I'll go and take it and see how I get on.
Absolutely right, and you brought it to me.
Yes.
That's nice of you, Marie. Well, let me see if I can try and buy it from you. I suppose you want to try and get your money back, don't you, really?
Well, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
The trouble with, you see, I really like to be nice to people, but I'm a dealer and I have to make a profit.
I realise
Because if I report home to my wife that I bought things for more than they're worth, she gets quite upset with me. You'd understand that, wouldn't you? So, how about 40? £50 for your cameo.
I'd like just a little more.
See if I've got 50 pence in here. I'm joking, really. £50, 55.
You can't go any higher?
Well, put it up here, but I can't. I'm not going to increase the offer. £55, Marie.
OK, then.
Going to shake my hand?
Yes.
Have we done a deal?
Yes.
Marie, lovely, lovely meeting you. Thank you very much for the deal.
You too.
Back over to Ian, where Graham's hoping he'll be able to get some drinks in after this deal.
Engraved Tanker.
That's right, yes.
Where did you buy it?
I did 5-6 years ago from a second-hand shop.
A second-hand shop. Did they tell you a lot about it?
I just liked it when I saw it and thought that I'd buy it.
And you've never found out anything about it? Have you checked it
No,
out?
never bothered, really.
Never bothered?
It's been kept in a cupboard at home.
Why are you selling it?
Well, I can, with the money I have, my wife Carol, I can buy her a small item, something that she likes, or take her out for a meal.
Well, very romantic. It looks to me as though it could be Indian. It could be even from Turkey or somewhere like that. Okay, it's got quite a Islamic sort of look to it. It isn't hallmarked, and it's quite light for what it is. I'd say that it is probably about 1900, 1910, probably in that sort of period. I don't think it's Victorian. It's interesting. It's not the sort of thing that I would generally buy.
Oh, fine.
If it was English, I'd definitely be very seriously interested. I can't gauge it on the price of silver because it isn't hallmarked.
Yes, I understand that.
So I will make just one offer. I'm sorry. I think to me it is worth £50. it's a difficult subject for me to sell, and that's what I would want to pay for it. I don't know what you've been told by the independent valuers and the auctioneer. I have no idea, but that's what I would want to pay for it.
Could you make another £10, Ian,
Put
please?
another £10, and if I put another £10 on, do we have a deal? We have a deal with it at £60.
Yeah.
So I put £10 on there, and we have a deal.
We have a deal.
Thank you very
Ian.
much.
Thank you.
Now, may I ask a very naughty question? What did you pay for it?
£3.
£3? You've
Yes.
done very well.
I've done very good.
My God.
Not so bad.
That was a good investment.
It's not so bad, thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Cheers, Graham. A £57 profit. The drinks are definitely on you. Let's join Tony now, where Anne-Marie is selling a pair of Royal
where
Worcester
have you
candlesticks. Let's see if
found
our
these?
dealer can shed some more light on the subject.
Where have you found these then?
They're actually my dad's. He actually bought them from auction 6 or 7 years ago.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
Beautiful colours, aren't they? Really powerful colours. I see there's some damage to one of the stems, so I won't handle him. I'll have a look at this one if I may.
Yeah.
You can see they're in their Sunday best, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's Royal Worcester,
Yeah.
which is a very good make, and it's hard paste porcelain, which means it's a lot harder than your bone china or that way. It's made in a completely different way. This one looks perfect, but of course, because of the damage to the second one, that really does detract its value quite considerably. So, well, I'm going to make an offer of what I think I should be going with this.
Right.
So if we start with 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. How's that?
No, dear.
No? That was a very determined no.
Definitely not.
That's 120. And I'm going to go 130.
No.
Nowhere near?
Bit more.
What are you going to do with the money?
As I said, I'm selling them on behalf of my dad.
Right.
He's actually going to give me half, and we're going to take the children out on day's activities.
Well, in that case, it's got to be worth another 20 then, isn't it? And that'll be my final offer.
I've come in here, Anne-Marie, now. Let me tell you what the independent valuers say. 150 to 250 or 150, 180. My only problem is this break, this damage. Tony's got to have that restored. And it can be done, and there are people who can do it wonderfully well. But I think at 150, it gives a little bit of a room to have a bit of restoration work, to sell it, and to get out of them and to make a profit. Let me speak to Dad. What's he called?
Alan.
Alan. Now listen, Alan. The Duke talking to you. 150, I've advised it. How tall's Dad? Is he a big fella?
Yeah.
Alan, I'm going to say I'm responsible, but don't come looking for me. I'm told you're a big fella. OK, that's what they're worth.
Yeah.
I think on the day Tony's being generous because of the break. Without the break, no hesitation. I think you've done the right thing. I'm out of here now.
So you're happy to do the deal,
Yeah.
Anne-Marie? Excellent stuff. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Still to come.
What a Bobby Dazzle this is.
It's my father's. He worked as a local bin man, and he was giving it. Someone
Really?
was chucking it out. If you want it, take
Really?
it. Yeah.
Pile up.
Could one man's trash be another man's treasure? Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from Walsall. It's our final deal of the day, and there's a real buzz in the dealer's den. The Duke and auctioneer Richard Winterton are really excited by the next item, and David Ford is itching to get stuck in.
Hi, Glenn.
Hello, David.
Nice to meet you. I'm David. Now, that's a cracking vase. So what's the story? How did you own a vase like this?
It's my father's.
Oh, yes.
And how the story goes is that Dad acquired it 30, 35 years ago. He worked as a local bin man, and he was giving it. Someone
Really?
was chucking it out. If you want it, take it.
Really?
Yeah. And then it's been upstairs, like I say, for 35 to 40 years.
Just sitting there?
Sitting there in a cupboard, yeah.
So why the decision to sell it now?
You see so much Morcraft on the television.
You do,
so
yes.
thought we'd bring it down.
I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking, what a Bobby Dazzle this is. A superb quality and beautifully decorated Morcraft vase. Quick bit of research, but we still do not know that particular design. That's exciting because what that's saying is it could be a nice few quid.
Yeah. In about 1872, I mean, William Morcraft was a potter and artist, and he produced some very nice wares. In about 1898, he joined McIntyre, and he worked with McIntyre till I think 1913, then he went off independently again. But during the time he was with McIntyre, he produced wonderful wares. This is McIntyre, and I'm sure it will be marked. We'll turn it over. And there it is, nicely signed William Morcraft. And here it actually has the back stamp with McIntyre on it. Unfortunately, it does have this bit of a star crack in the base. The people that pay very good money for this sort of quite rare thing don't like imperfections, so it affects the price.
You've seen the reaction from both Richard and myself. We're both excited, we're both convinced, we've got an absolute belter on our hands, a real fabulous vase. We have a dealer here that really knows his stuff. He's going to go for it, make no bones about that. The question is, how much is he going to put onto the table? Let's find out.
I'll get some money out. Let's try and be serious. There's 100. 200. Is this surprising you?
No,
300.
No.
You thought it was worth this sort of money, did you?
At least.
400. 500.
I've only bought the bottom part.
600. 700. I'm slowing down. £800, Glenn.
£800, Richard. Come on.
No way. No.
Rich is saying, no way in this world. The Duke is saying, I need to get in there and make sure there's no deals.
And here comes David to give us some advice.
I think I've just come in at probably a critical stage. Let me give you an indication of what the independent values and the auctioneers say. 1,000 to 1,200, 1,000 to 1,500. See where you finish up here. Think about it before you make a decision. Our auctioneer is mad keen to get his hands on it. I'm going to leave you in the hands of David Ford, who knows a nice lot when he sees one.
OK, thank you.
Good advice.
Very good
And of course the auctioneer's jumping up and down. He doesn't have to put his money on the table, though, does he? Unlike me. We better start counting these out. £900. Grand. £1,000.
I think I'd like to take it to auction, maybe try the market.
1,100.
No.
£1,200.
£1,200. It's within the 1,000 to 15 that you initially thought. Come on, what's your reaction now?
I want him to hold his nerve. I need him to hold his nerve, yeah.
Our auctioneer is saying no. Don't accept 1,200. I'm going in there to tell our seller, hold your nerve, it's worth more.
I think I've stopped.
OK.
I've come back in here because, as I said to you when I left, David Ford's a dealer that knows a thing or two.
Yeah.
And he knows a good lot when he sees one. It's rare.
Yeah.
It's desirable. It's hot in the auction room, so there's every chance.
OK.
I really want to buy this. I don't want you to go to auction. Another 50.
No.
12.50. What if I put another £100 in? No?
No.
I'll put it on the table just so you can see. 13.50.
No.
I've had it.
OK then, thank you.
All right, Glenn.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank
Good
you.
luck at auction. Thank you.
Cheers.
So Glenn has turned down David Ford's offer of £1,350 for his throwaway vase. Hope you're feeling lucky, Glenn.
Sold
On the dealer's day, Glenn, you came along and you brought along a cracking piece. I shouldn't say cracking, should I, with a bit of porcelain, but a great piece of Morcraft McIntyre. On the day, we estimated it round £1,000 to £1,500. It's now been readjusted. The estimation is £1,200 to £1,500 with a reserve of £1,200. I describe this as a real Bobby Dazzler, and it really is a fabulous lot. It's coming up now.
Starting then at 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, 1,000 and 50, and 11 and 50 and 12.
We're at 1,200 quid.
At 1,200, 1,300, 1,350, 1,400, 1,500.
They're bidding against each other.
1,600, 1,700, at 1,800, 1,900. At 1,900, I'm bid at 1,900. We are sold on the telephone and sold at 1,900.
Glenn, £1,900. There's a deduction for some commission. I make that £1,615. There's a smile on Glenn's face, and you can bet your life there'll be a smile on his dad's face when he gets the news he's away on holiday. That's the real deal.
What a welcome home present for your dad, Glenn. Congratulations. Our dealers ventured £2,350 today. Who's celebrating or commiserating?
Sure, our valuers must have seen it. They may be optimistic with that break. Tony's got to have that restored. They can be put right again, but leave that to Tony.
Piece, and after £80 of restoration work, Tony managed to sell them on for £250. Unfortunately for Karen, the little punch Vesta case remains unsold. However, it was a better story for the coral bracelet.
I was hoping it would be worth more than that. I
hope it is. For my sake, I hope it is.
Luckily for Karen, she squeezed a profit. She sold this on for £130.
Lovely, Hilda. Lovely to meet you. I'm David. Hilda, no.
But it paid off. He sold the Claret's Cliff sugar sifter on for £300 and even squeezed a small profit out of the brooch by selling it for £65. And finally we come to Ian.
God, I don't know. I'm a jeweller.
I'd stick to jewellery, Ian. The accordion is causing a bit of a song
Ian
and
likes
dance
to
in
do a
the
little
shop,
bit of...
but still remains unsold.
I just love it.
Graham was one of our most successful sellers today, turning his £3 purchase into a £57 profit. Ian sold the tanker doll for a very respectable £120. But there's no doubt about today's big winner.
The gavel went down at £1,900, and the real deal is 1,615 quid.
And just think, the vase was heading for the dustbin. Congratulations, Glenn.
We've just had a great result here in the sale room. A piece of Morcraft McIntyre, which was given to Glenn's dad for nothing, just brought £1,900 under the gavel. What a fantastic result. Don't forget to join me, David Dickinson, next time for Dickinson's Real Deal. See you.